Welcome to Joe's Atmosphere.
Cook your shrimp, please. All of a sudden, my shrimp pan is burning up like a smoke test.
All right. Furiosa Bombs, Hollywood in Flames, and the Sweeney Spot, along with the pop culture update and everything about movies, shows, and games you need to know. State of the Atmosphere starts right now. All right. Welcome aboard, boys and girls. It's time for State of the Atmosphere. I'm your host, Joe's Atmosphere. It's good to see you. Hope you guys all had a great Memorial Day weekend. Apparently, my friends that usually stream with me had a wipeout type of weekend because none of them have shown up today. But here at the last second, my boy from Dick's Division, Ruben Christopher Haynes. What's going on, man? How are you?
Good.
Yeah.
I decided, I saw the link and I said, man, I never get a chance because I'm busy doing other things at this time. But I said I had a little time right now, so I said to join in because again, the boobs called me.
Yes. They tend to do that, don't they? I learned that from Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. He said, you put her in a thumbnail, everybody's going to tune in. Don't worry about it.
That's how it works.
And it's become a thing on the show, man. I think you've met Knock before. He's a big fan of hers. I like her too because she's a young woman that is enjoying her life and is self-deprecating and just enjoys herself. She doesn't take herself too seriously, and she's got a good head on her shoulders. I mean, if you really dig into it, she produces half the stuff she does. So
yeah,
she's doing well with her money. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, who is it doing it now? It's a little off topic theoretically, but Henry Winkler does a lot of producing too because all the money he makes for Happy Days. He's produced a lot of movies. James Woods has done the same thing. James Woods was behind Oppenheimer. He made bank on that too.
Really? Did he? Hey, what's up, Wade? How you doing, man?
Yeah, normally I'm busy, but I stayed home from what I normally would be doing. I don't know if it's allergies or whatever, but I'm here on a random.
Okay, well, don't overdo it, man. Don't overdo it.
No, that's why I was going to do a stream last night, but I'm like, I don't know. Okay, so I pushed it back.
Well, congratulations on your 1,500, dude. I know you're proud of that.
Yeah, it was just funny. I wasn't even going to do that till that way more people can do it. I mean,
I hear you. I hear you. John said he might be by later on. He's got bad weather in his town, so he's not going to be in such a hurry to get home. I was like, man, don't worry about it, dude. I am always ready to do this show by myself if I have to. But luckily, some more friends decided to show up today, and it's really good to see you, Ruben. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Oh yeah,
and it's always good to see you, Wade. Okay, guys, you know what we do here. We start off with the box office receipts. We got to give everybody the pop culture update for this week. And it was not good for this weekend for Hollywood. That's why I put the Hollywood sign in flames on my thumbnail. Furiosa. Now, I predicted last week that Garfield would beat Furiosa over the holiday weekend, and I was so close. I was.
Why did Garfield not beat it?
Well, I mean, I don't know, but when you really think about it, when you look at the international numbers and stuff, it's already beating it. I mean, it made its money back before it even opened in the States. It's been open overseas for a while. And so anyway, as you can see, Furiosa was number one, but 32 million is a lot less than what they were expecting for that movie right there. And Garfield was number two. If was number three. It actually did pretty good in its second week. Not a noticeable drop off at all in its second week, probably because of the 3-day weekend, people going to see it. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, 17 million on that one. They're still going strong. And then you got the Fall Guy coming in at number 5 with a 7 million. But what I wanted to talk about to start with here in the update is these articles. They all have the same thing. It says box office flame out. Real reason why Hollywood's miserable weekend. I've already got Cope articles out there. Furiosa bombing big time at box office. But the best article I actually saw came by way of the Wrap. I think it was Clownfish TV was talking about this earlier today, and I saw this one. And the headline of it is 4 reasons why the Memorial Day box office was so awful and what it means for a struggling theatrical business analysis. And they got into it. And right here, I have to highlight that the number one film this weekend was Furiosa, which made 32 million over a 4-day period. That's bad, guys. That's really bad. But this tells you how bad it was, making it the lowest number one Memorial Day release since 1995, when the film Casper opened with 22 million before inflation adjustment. Box office analysis company Nash Information Systems operated the numbers, had projected a 160 million 4-day total prior to the start of the weekend. That would have been enough to make it the lowest Memorial Day weekend since 1999. But the final total has clocked in at 128 million, down 37% from last year, and the lowest in 26 years. Yeah, things are bad in Hollywood right now. You look at the decline right here since COVID. Of course, we know COVID. They don't even have numbers in here for 2020 and 2021. But since we've all been going back to the theaters, it's a steady drop off. And you guys go check out this article when you get a chance. It's at the Wrap, and I will put the link in the chat. But I got to tell you, they actually point towards some things that I've been talking about for a while, like the fact that streaming has cut the legs out from under Hollywood.
So
what's that, Wade?
I thought I heard 1990. It was 95. I thought I heard today was 90.
Okay.
I guess then 90.
Okay. 95 was the lowest for The Leader. Okay. That 1995, which is 29 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you've got the lowest overall box office since 1999. Overall, that's all the movies that played. Okay.
Then I must have heard wrong.
Okay. Well, it's more than 20 years on both of them. Okay. And that's bad. It's bad. People just aren't going to the movie. And I think the economy has a lot to do with it too. This is one of the worst economies we've had in a long time. The news outlets and stuff try to gloss over it as much as they can, but there's no avoiding it. I mean, if you've gone to the grocery store, your bill's gone up a lot in since this administration took office. So, and that tends to happen when the left side of the aisle is in office, but not to this extreme. I mean, that coupled with some of the mandatory minimum wage things they've tried to put in place for different jobs and stuff. It's just shoving everything through the roof, and people don't have as much discretionary funds anymore either. It's crazy. But let me go ahead and put this in the chat real quick so you guys.
Yeah, what is funny is the fact that I was actually looking at LinkedIn today. I was doing some work, and they were basically, I can't find the article now, but there was an article which made me want to come on because it was basically saying, it was doing an analysis. What is the behind the failure of Hollywood and movies and TV and what is going on? They were basically saying, you know, like you were saying, COVID, the strike, the economy, the quality. They were just laying everything out in a very, business-like, clean
Sounds
way.
like they were building a wall with bricks right there. Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah. But they missed the point on what it's all that. It is all that. But that the big majority is quality. Quality has dropped completely.
But here's the problem, man. Let me look it up real quick. This is one thing I forgot to get before the show. Go ahead and finish your ideas there, but I'm going to pull up the Rotten Tomatoes for this particular movie from this weekend. It's getting good reviews, and people that have gone to see it like it. And same thing with the Fall Guy. The same thing with the Fall Guy. I mean, I think myself, quality overall. People like, for instance, this one, a lot of people are calling it the girl boss thing. You know, they're tired of girl bosses. But apparently, from what I hear from all the reviews, she's not a girl boss in it. But let me look this up real quick. Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, and that is just basically the idea, the fact that, people will basically say a Mad Max saga without Mad Max. It's not a Mad Max saga.
Yeah, it's not a Mad Max movie. Imagine how much money they would make if they put Mel Gibson's old ass as an old Mad Max on the screen.
And now,
dude, 32 million would be like on an opening on a Thursday if they did that. You know what I mean?
So then here's what happened last year. Not the anomaly, but I guess the whole idea of the buzz that Barbenheimer got. Because I did not believe it got the buzz it got. I still cannot believe that Barbie did what it did and Oppenheimer did what it did, but it did. It worked. But again, wasn't manufactured. Because again,
a lot of people have speculated maybe that was industry driven. Yes. I've heard that before. Yes.
Because you saw Barbie. I did not.
I did.
I saw Oppenheimer, but I liked it. I would never see Barbie.
I like both of them. As a matter of fact, I went and saw Oppenheimer in an IMAX theater.
Correct.
A big dome IMAX theater, man.
Correct.
Yep.
And it's kind of funny that the previous to the Oppenheimer, the last film I saw in the theater was actually Tenet. And before that, it was Endgame. Yeah. So I have not seen any movie in the theater. I just don't, and I feel bad for the theaters because that's what has to be done. Because during the during the Depression era, and to get us out of it, they did those big production numbers, where they had the dancing and all that stuff. You used to remember those movies that these had, the Bixby and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So they need to do something like that. But again, the error of Furiosa, being that it has good reviews, and especially Fall Guy. Yeah, it's basically people are fed up with Hollywood, and they look at their kitchen counter, and they look at their paycheck. What are we buying? Food's expensive. Rent's going up, insurance is going up. It's hard. The cost is going really high, and they basically will say, "Oh, it's good, but I can wait 45, 90 days till it comes out."
I can wait 45 days to see it on streaming. I can see it on streaming. I can. They look another way. And here's those numbers I was looking for. 90% on both the critic and the audience score for this movie. Okay, and then, like you said about Fall Guy, I went and saw Fall Guy, and I loved it. I thought it was great. And let's see what it is here. Let's see. Where's this year's one?
Yeah, I only saw one.
Are you telling me I've got to type in the to find it. Are you serious? Yep. I had to type in the. Okay. 81 and 87. These are movies that would have done well in the past. You know what I mean? Right. But because of the economy, coupled with the fact that there's no second run theaters anymore. They don't leave them in the theaters as long. They're only leaving them in there for 45 days, and then they're trying to get people to go to the streaming service. This is, I mean, I don't know if you've been in the DVD section of Walmart lately, but there are movies in there that, dude, physical media, you can buy it cheap, super quick. They have cut with the streaming stuff, they have cut their legs out of all the profits they were making in the past.
Think about it. Think about it. When Napster happened and the whole, music download occurred, now it's like no one buys albums and CDs anymore. They just download it from the store. So that's the issue. You're changing culture and how people access media.
Yeah.
And we're trying to say buy physical media, but no one's doing it because they can just say, you know what? It's on an app. I can buy it. I can watch it anytime I want to. I don't need to go anywhere and do it. That's why malls are closing down. That's why restaurants are closing down. That's why, again, the culture is changing. So you have to, and again, that's the thing where we're looking at the model of produce a film, put it out there. It's an event, and it's not an event. So my concern is, will Deadpool and Wolverine be the same draw of the Barbenheimer, or will it fall?
Yeah, I think that I think that's the kind of thing that people have been dying to see for a long time, and I think it's going to do well. I think the only two movies that have a shot at $1 billion this year, and I've been saying it since the beginning of the year, is Deadpool and Wolverine and the Joker remake. And I really think Deadpool may be the only one. Right. Because I hate to say this because she's talented. My wife loves her to death and everything. But with Lady Gaga on board to play Harley Quinn and them making it in the musical, it may turn some people off of going to see it.
Hey, Joe.
So, yeah. What's up?
Check private chat and look up the number. Okay. Last movie I saw.
What is it?
Not
Unsung Heroes. Yeah. April 26th. What is this? Well, what are these numbers, sir? Tell me.
Opening is the release date, opening, and gross is in that order.
Okay. All right. Where'd you get it from?
Box office, Mojo.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool, man. It's doing well. Unsung Hero. That's the one that's made by I think it's made by that religious movie company.
Angel Studios?
Yeah, I think it's done by Angel Studios.
Hello.
What's going on, John? How are you? Yep, I've heard about that one, man. I heard it's a good movie too. But yeah, it's that's good numbers for that movie right there. It really is. And look who also decided to show up. It's that guy that has that funky looking name, but he actually has a name.
There are some who call me Tim.
That's right. Tim's in the chat. What's going on, man? It's good to see you, brother. But yeah, John, we were just talking about how the box office numbers are really bad this time around. I'll show them to you real quick. Yeah. This is I put up a link in the chat for an article by what's it called? The Rap Pro, I think. But they're saying what the reasons are for the bad box office, and Ruben and I were talking about how it's the economy coupled with the fact that same thing, I've been talking about for a long time. Streaming is cut the knees out from underneath the theater system. So, I mean, that's what we're hitting on right now. And I got close to my prediction coming true. I got within $1 million.
Yeah, Garfield almost.
He almost got there. He almost got there.
If you go global, he did beat it.
Well, if you go global, it already made its money back before it opened in the States.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yes, absolutely. Hang on. I'll pull it up real quick. Hang on. Worldwide so far, let's see. Where is Garfield? Garfield's made 100 million so far worldwide. And foreign, it
what was
made
its budget?
It was low. It was like, I think they said it was like 40 or 50 million. So they've made their money back on it, because I didn't see, there wasn't a big advertising push for this in either, because I didn't see much advertising for it at all. I really didn't.
It only made $100 million. Gosh.
Yeah, it's already made 100 million, and it'll keep. You know, one thing we've noticed since the pandemic, you know what still has staying power, man, is kids movies, because Kung Fu Panda was on this box office list every weekend while it was out in the theaters, every weekend, making double-digit money. Ruben, you know what I mean? No matter what was opening and closing, it was making money every time. But yeah, this is the article right here, the Rap Pro, and the title of it is 4 Reasons Why Memorial Day Box Office Was So Awful, and what it means for struggling theaters and business analysis. And they talk about streaming and how people don't have to wait very long to get it,
right?
You know, to get access to it, you know. And the strikes. Now that didn't help either. We covered all this last year, and they had the strike at the way wrong time. You know that. I mean, they were just bouncing back from COVID, trying to get the ball rolling again, and then all of a sudden they say, "Oh, well, we're going to shut everything down." You know, it almost got my daughter out of the business completely. You know, she's in Atlanta working with a production company, and
yeah, Georgia's doing very well in regards to their theater system. You always see that Georgia Peach on films. That's something.
Mm-hmm.
That again, if they pay their cards right, they could outperform what Hollywood does if Hollywood continues to do what it's doing. And California is going down the route they're doing.
Yeah,
because I heard a rumor that even McDonald's is pulling out of California.
Wow, I wouldn't be surprised, man. There's a lot of things pulling out of there. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely nuts what's going on out there. But as far as the box office goes, that's what it looks like this time around, boys and girls. And I don't look for it to bounce back. Like I said, I think you're going to have to put on an event like a Dune or a Wolverine and Deadpool to get people to go to the theaters. I mean, I'm always going to go. If it's something I want to see. That's another thing about Furiosa. It might have been a good movie if they'd have put another name on it other than Mad Max, you know, because everybody knew Mad Max wasn't in this movie, you know. I hear Hemsworth's good in it, you know. I haven't seen the movie because I wasn't interested in seeing it, though.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't have Mad Max, you know. I mean, I'm one of those guys. I have no problem with them recasting a part, you know, and Tom Hardy's a great guy to play the part. They had him in Fury Road. That's why I went to see it. But even in that movie, he was barely in it. Mm-hmm. You know, it wasn't about him. You know, it was more about Furiosa and the what do they call that bunch? The something boys. I can't remember what they're called. The guys that use the paint to friggin' get high and stuff. You know, witness me, guys, you know. But I mean, that movie's good, but I saw some CGI creeping in there, and I go to see those Mad Max movies to see some vehicle wrecks and stuff like that. That's the selling point of it, is the stunts, right? And I hear that this one's got some CGI in it too, and I'm like, yeah, come on, man. You know, if you've got a brand, stick to it, man. You know, we're going to see it for that, you know.
But then again, did you see Fall Guy?
Yes, loved Fall Guy.
And it had practical effects.
Yes. Yeah, it's all practical effects. There was no CGI in it. It was all real stunts, real stuntmen. And that's why I went to see it. Look, Ruben, I know we're still scratching the surface of knowing each other, and I wish we could stream more, because I would really like to get on Janet's show one night, but I'm always working when you guys are.
Yeah, I know. It's always the same way.
So anyway, but yeah, my favorite Burt Reynolds movie ever is Hooper.
Ooh.
I loved everything Hal Needham did with him, and Hal Needham was a stuntman before he became a director, just like the guy that did Fall Guy. He's a good director, and he came from that background. I think that they should give an Academy Award to the best, at least the best stunt team, if not the best stunt, you know. Give it to the gaffer for the best stunt, right? You know, that kind of thing.
Exactly,
But they need to have that. They do, because there's nothing like I don't know how big a Bond fan you are, but I remember when they went way overboard on the last Brosnan one with the CGI and the
that
ice
was
houses and everything. And yeah, it was bad, you know. No. And they decided to go ahead and reboot it when they got Daniel Craig, and that they made Casino Royale with an emphasis on actual stunts, real stunts, you know, and none of the CGI stuff. And it was fantastic. It was the best one that Craig did before he started wanting a girlfriend in every movie and kind of turned it into Beta Man. But that first one was great. Casino Royale was great. I loved it. Oh, yeah. But that's the thing, you know. I mean, if you try to sell the tough guy thing like a Mad Max or a James Bond, you've got to have that. You can't go overboard with the CGI. But the whole point of this is, though, it's the economy, stupid, and that's going to be the biggest thing in the next election. That's for sure. Is the economy. That's what people care about. They care about how the dollars are spent by their government too. I'm sure everybody's going to let them know they're tired of friggin' sending our dollars other places. And the other thing is the streaming factor. I'm telling you, man, they need to go back to second run theaters and wait in at least 6 months. I think they were making the most money, I think, when they were at the advent of DVDs is when they really started making money, because they shrunk it down to from like, I remember in the VHS days, it was like 3 years before they released them on VHS. And it slowly went back and back and back until DVDs came out, and they started releasing them 6 months after the movie came out.
Yeah.
And you had to rent it or buy it.
Yeah, Blockbuster and all that.
You couldn't see it on a streaming service.
Right.
It was, and it was another 6 months before it got on a streaming service like an HBO. You know, back then they weren't called streaming services; they were premium channels. You know, like an HBO or Showtime.
But even the cable companies are suffering, and then you have what do you the streaming services are suffering. You know, no one's subscribing. Disney is losing subscribers. Netflix is still thriving, but still they're coming up with bombs as well. So again, it's the system has to play itself out. It's a wash of too much content as well. A lot of good things are not being watched, as you just stated with the two previous films. So it's going to be a difficult process. And again, who knows? Hopefully this election and next year is better, but right now it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, well, the economy's got to turn around somehow, man. That's for sure. Because if people don't have the extra cash, they're not going to the movies. They're not going, and they're not renting streaming services. And we've already started to see the contraction of the streaming services. I mean, it's been theorized that there's going to be a lot of merging of these things, and we've already seen news that some of them. Let's see, I believe it's Max is already coupled in with HBO and Disney into one collective thing right now.
Correct.
So we're going to see more of that.
What's the point of a streaming service if it's going to be all the same thing? And so it's like if you get your cable, then it should be in line with your streaming services. You get them there, and it should just be no TV. It's all streaming, whatever.
Right. Still. Well, I for one am not worried about the cable companies. That's been going the way of the dodo ever since DirecTV came out. So but I really believe that eventually they'll trim it down to Netflix. They have set themselves up to be the one to stand above everybody else. They've already set it up. They may have 4 stinkers to every one great thing they have, but they've set them up as the platform to everybody mirrors them when they do their stuff. So yeah, let's see the dodo. What's that? The way of the dodo? Oh, I think it's a bird. I think it's a bird. Yeah,
it was a bird. It no longer
was a bird. gotta stink. Okay, well, that's what's going on with the box office and everything. And like I said, I'd like to see it bounce back. My daughter's in that business. Of course, last couple she's been working on is television productions. But she just finished one for Peacock. It's about the Satanic Panic in the 70s. I can't remember the name of it, but it should be coming out pretty soon. It's in edit now, and she's working on another one now. I'll have to ask her what she's on this time, but she's trying to work her way up in that business. Let's see, what are we talking about, Tim? I know that the dodo. That what the dodo is, I guess you're trying to say, and the way of it means a lot of kids won't know. Yeah, no doubt. Okay.
Not the why, but I know what it is.
I saw this story. Let's see. Let me make sure I got this. Okay. I saw this story, guys, and it made me kind of laugh. Theater apologizes after Richard Dreyfuss' comments created discomfort at Jaws screening. They had a screening at one of these movie houses of Jaws, and old man Richard Dreyfuss came out there, and he said a few things about transgender, the wave of transgender stuff, and basically he said leave kids out of it. He basically made a bunch of based comments, and some people left, but a lot of outlets, like I saw an article in The Guardian, made it sound like he was just an evil sucker, but if you watch the video here, and I'll go ahead and reshare it so I can show you some the sound on it. There was a lot of people still there after his comments, and they were enjoying themselves. I mean, sometimes they try and spin this stuff like it's just silly. You know what I mean?
But that's the idea. They want to change society in several ways, and this is what they're trying to do, and they're basically saying no, that's wrong, you shouldn't be doing that. No, you can say whatever you want. It's freedom of speech, my friend.
That's it. Check it out. This is at the end of the show,
and I think there's nothing there.
They're yelling thank you Richard. The point is the crowd reaction. You hear the cheering for him.
Yeah.
He's obviously having a hard time walking and stuff. I'm not going to show too much of that. I just wanted to show you the reaction of the crowd. They talk about a charity he's got going and everything. And go check this out. This one's from the Washington Examiner. Let me get this in the chat so you guys can look at that too. But you can watch some of the video there of his comments and stuff. But yeah, he's not the politically correct guy. Richard Dreyfuss never has been. He's pretty based actually. So, but he's getting up there in age. I'm a big fan. I just thought it was funny that they were trying to make it sound like the theater apologized for his comments and said that he was not affiliated with them afterwards. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. Come on. Give me a break. Do you have to cover? Man. I mean, yeah, come on, man. What the hell? It's Richard Dreyfuss, the guy from Jaws, the Dixie Cup guy, man. Actually, my favorite movie with him in it is The Goodbye Girl, the one he won his Academy Award for. He's funny as hell in that movie. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, the next thing we got to talk about, well, it's that thing that we cover every week because we dig her.
How do you want me to handle the Sydney issue?
The Sydney issue? Well, we should have a consensus on how the White House is going to handle it. Well, I certainly hope the Sydney issue refers in some way to a problem that we're having with Australia, because if it's anything other than that,
Mr. President, Ms.
Sweeney?
See you.
Have her come in, please. I am finished here.
Yes, sir.
There is no Sydney issue.
You like that, Ruben?
Well, it's kind of funny. No, what I was doing was saying, I was going, well, I am very smart when I'm going, okay, what outfits is she wearing? So that I can get those outfits and send them to my
Your lady, yeah.
Yeah, and I've already told her. I said, you know what? Look at Sweeney, and that's your goal. Look like that.
That's your that's your style, right?
Yeah,
I
look like
got
that,
you.
and you'll be fine. And she goes,
But
yes, master.
yeah, we talk about what's going on with her when she's got something going on, and this week we've got an article here that says that she has been tapped. Now, we talked about this last week. What I think is funny is Marvel is rumored to be eyeing Sydney Sweeney for this specific role. And the role apparently is the one that we heard that Taylor Swift may be getting. Looks like they're trying to get Sydney Sweeney to do it.
Dazzler?
No, not Dazzler. This is a role called The Phantom. According to my time to shine. Hello. I hear it's actually Sydney Sweeney that Marvel wants to play the role of the Blonde Phantom. And the Blonde Phantom apparently is I think she's like a private investigator type in 50s Vegas. Isn't that what we were reading about last time, John, when we were covering this? So yeah, this is a picture of the character. And then, of course they got a picture of Sydney, but, looks like she's going to beat out Taylor Swift for this part. And I said, and this is a series that they're thinking about putting on Disney Plus. We covered this last week, actually. And at that time, they were talking about Taylor Swift playing the part. And I told everybody, I don't see that happening. I could see her doing a cameo in a movie, but not committing to a series. I couldn't see that happening because of her touring schedule. There's right. No way she could do it. You know what I mean? I couldn't see that happening. And there's my man, E. Clay Thomas. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Yeah, so Sydney may be in the MCU before it's all over with. What I'm interested to see is what cameos we're going to have in that Deadpool movie. That's what I'm really interested to see.
Well, I think Blake Lively is going to be in it.
Blake Lively?
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds is
his wife,
a female Deadpool.
You think? Not Gwenpool. Can't be Gwenpool. No.
That's a rumor. That's a rumor.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. See, what's fun? Okay, now wait a minute.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No. There is a female Deadpool character, but it's a
Lady Deadpool. Okay.
Deadpool, yeah.
There's a Lady Deadpool, but there's also Gwenpool.
Yeah.
That's a popular character. I heard about Gwenpool before I saw Lady Deadpool. Gwenpool is Gwen Stacy from another, the multiverse and Marvel, right? And she's a big comic book fan, and she likes Deadpool, so she made herself Gwenpool. And she's got to hang on. I'll pull some pictures of her, but she's a funny character. She's kind of like the Harley Quinn of the Marvel universe, kind of these days she is.
And who would play that?
That's what I was thinking. He's saying that, you're saying that there may be a Blake Lively cameo. That could be her, unless they put her in a red suit. But let's see, images, boom.
Or we got it.
Yeah.
For you.
Oh, that's okay. I got it here. Let's see.
Actually, if they're going to do a Gwenpool cameo, that needs to be played by Emma Stone.
Emma Stone? Why do you say that?
I agree.
Because she played the role in The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, yep. You're right. She did. Yep. Yeah, she did. Let's see. E. Clay says he could be his cousin Gene. Okay. But yeah, this is what she looks like. Hang on. There's tons of pictures of them. All you have to do is
that does look like not that one. The other one did.
Yeah, here you go. This one looks that gives you a little more idea of what the character looks like right there. She looks like Deadpool, only with white and pink. And she got a samurai sword and machine gun, right? That kind of thing.
White and pink, like all women.
What? There you go. Gotta have it. Anyway, that'd be cool if she was doing that. That'd be cool. I'd be down with that. But then again, I'm a Spider-Man freak, and if you know the history of the character of by the way, Wade said he'll be right back. If you know the history of the character, they actually created Deadpool just to make fun of Spider-Man. That's why he's got the same kind of big eyes, and everything. They made him to look like Spider-Man, but to make fun of him, and he talks shit just like Spider-Man. I in the movies, I don't think they actually they tried to do it with the Tobey Maguire one, but they kind of made him a little too serious in some of the movies. But usually when he's fighting one of his arch nemesis, man, he's usually talking shit the whole time, trying to throw him off because he's not that big a guy. He's just trying to get him in a bad situation. But that would be cool. I'm looking forward to that movie. I really am, man. I'm really looking forward to that movie right there. But that's the Sweeney spot for this week. So there you go. We've checked it. I checked. Now I am checking her Instagram, guys. There's nothing new on her Instagram. So no more. She hasn't put a new one up with a sweatshirt. You saw that sweatshirt picture she put up, huh, Ruben? The one that says sorry for having great tits or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Something
like that.
Exactly.
But that's it for today. I figured I'd check in with you guys and see what you did for Memorial Day weekend. Me, myself, I actually did extra shows every day. And Rhonda got to do her favorite thing. We have set up an entire cookery outside. I had some of the best grilled pork chops, grilled asparagus wrapped in bacon, and rice-a-roni. That was our meal for friggin' Memorial Day. Got to chow down on that. And I had John, were you on with me on Memorial Day? Or that Sunday? No, you were busy that Sunday, weren't you?
Yeah. I was doing stuff with family.
But I did a couple of extra streams this week, so that's what I did. Ruben, what'd you do from Memorial Day, man?
Memorial Day, I basically had some food here. I made myself some fried chicken and some potatoes. Had myself some drinks, and then I did two streams. Haya, my future wife, basically wanted to do a stream, and we talked about Memorial Day, how important it is what she's doing, because she's actually putting together a banner for President Trump, and she wants to give it to him for the inauguration if hopefully he wins. So she's basically it's huge. It's like 20 by 15 maybe. It's huge. And she's hand embroidering it.
No kidding.
Wow. Yeah, a banner. And so I showed the progress, and she talked about how because she's Orthodox Jewish, we talked about the importance of Jews for Memorial Day and all that stuff. So we did that. So fun.
Yeah. Let me tell you, man, I went to and I never say Happy Memorial Day. I always say have a profound Memorial Day or something like that, because it is a day of remembrance. We went down to, it's funny you mentioned that. We went down to New Orleans, the National World War II museums down there. And we went, and it's got like 6 wings, Ruben, and I only went to 2 of them that day. It would take a couple of days to go through that whole place. It's pretty damn awesome. And we went to the Pacific Theater one first because that's where I wanted to go. But after that, my wife actually met one of the cast members of Hogan's Heroes when she was in high school. The one that was the French guy with the hat. The hat. I can't remember what his name was, but the actor she got to meet, and she got to talk to him, and he actually showed her his tattoo with the numbers and everything.
Oh shit!
He was Jewish. He was a Holocaust survivor, and she wanted to go to that part of it. And the first thing you see, it's right at eye level, so you can't miss it. It's got a sign that says you will see graphic material past this point. And we sat down and watched a film with firsthand accounts of Liberation Day, by soldiers and people that were in the camps. Yeah. And it was just, oh man, my wife couldn't stop crying, man. It was pretty amazing stuff. Yeah. But yeah, that's what we did earlier this month in remembrance. And, hey man, I always tell people freedom isn't free. That's the day that we celebrate those that paid the ultimate sacrifice. So you and I could be sitting here saying whatever we want, you know. And Knock has made it. How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Hello there.
How's the
Hey,
weather?
man.
It's good now. The sun was shining, and it was good. It was a quick, nice little storm.
Oh yeah, he had a storm blow through.
Yep.
I know that's what John. You said it was pretty bad where you were at. Did it stay long or?
No, it wasn't bad. That was.
Oh,
Knock.
was that Knock? That was Knock that said that. Okay, I thought it was you that said that.
It's been sunny and warm all day.
All right, cool. So what did you do for Memorial Day there, John? What'd you do?
Well, I didn't actually do much of anything. Hung out with family and stuff. But Sunday I went to my sister's for Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the storm that rolled through before had driven a kitten into one of the window wells of the basement.
Oh, really? Wow.
And so the dogs were all barking and stuff, and they went there and they pulled this kitten out. It was vicious because I went to try to grab it and it clawed my fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh geez.
So they finally get it out and it takes off, and we come back, and then the next day, or this morning, this was yesterday they kept saying they heard a cat. And now keep in mind I live 30 miles away from my sister.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, that's weird. I don't hear anything. Well, they come. Alec comes in the morning and says, "Hey, I think the cat's in your car." And I'm like,
What?
So I popped the hood, and the
Yeah.
cat had ridden 30 miles down the highway on top of my engine. And
They do.
there.
They will do that. They will hide
yeah.
vehicles
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. So there's a cat running around here that I kidnapped from Sevilla. So
Yeah, we had that. I can't remember. I think it was in a wheel well. There was one hanging out in somebody's car, and we had to get it out before they could leave. I can't remember exactly where we were at, but we kept hearing a cat. And yeah, that's crazy, man. On top of your engine.
yeah, well, because my engine has one of those plastic covers over it.
Right.
So it's got thermal protection, so it's it wasn't getting over hot or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got you. Cool, man. Well, Knock, what'd you do for Memorial Day, buddy? Besides hang out with me.
Studied.
Studied? How'd that go? Have you taken the test yet?
No, it's Monday.
Monday? Okay. Well, good luck with that, bro. Is it another certification you're going after?
It is.
Very cool, man. Very cool. Wade, what'd you do for Memorial Day?
Worked Monday, did 3 streams on Saturday. I think I did 3.
Yeah.
Maybe it was 4.
Mm-hmm.
Make it 5.
It was fine. I was supposed to do it Sunday too, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm tired. So.
Did you have anything good to eat, sir? That's what everybody wants to know.
No.
No.
It was nothing out of the ordinary.
I see. Okay. Well, let's see.
I would have gone to the party if I wouldn't have worked that day, but oh well, Oh, you know what I did do? I forgot about what day it was. I did 2 escape rooms in a day.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Let's see the kitten, John. Nah,
I don't have pictures of it.
He doesn't know where it is. But E. Clay Thomas says that's crazy. And Janet says, hello, everyone. Hey, Janet. I was just mentioning you when I saw Ruben. I said, man, I'd love to hang out with you guys on a Friday night, damn it. It's good to see you, young lady. Okay, so, it's been a slow week as far as the pop culture stuff other than the bad box office, and we've already beaten that dead horse to death.
I can't believe I missed the Sweeney spot.
Yeah, you missed it, brother. You missed it. There wasn't much pop culture news, man. The only thing we had to talk about was how bad it was in Hollywood this weekend. But let's see. Okay, Tim says the actor was Robert Clary. What Okay.
The
What was
French
I
guy.
referring to? The French guy,
French
Robert
guy
Carey.
and
Okay, gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha. Okay. Uh, let's see. Join. You can join us on a Friday night if you want. Now, Janet,
You work.
that's not the issue. I would have been on with you a long time ago, but I work on Friday nights, darling.
See, I
thought
try
you
to
knew
get
that.
them on Friday too.
Yeah, everybody
We-
tries to get me on the weekend. I can't do it, man. But yeah, I love her show. You guys, if you haven't watched the shit show, is she still doing 2.0 on Thursdays, or she just
Yeah.
doing the regular show on Friday?
Yes.
Yep.
She's doing it.
Yeah. I love it, man. I love it. She does good stuff over there. Okay, so I got this. I saw this earlier today, and I figured you guys might get a kick out of it. This is 8 upcoming sequels you might not be aware of.
Oh,
The
dear.
first one listed is Samaritan 2. I don't know if you guys have ever seen The Samaritan with
Heard of it.
Sylvester Stallone, but I thought that was interesting.
Didn't realize we needed another one.
Yeah, that's the thing. You might not know about these because do they really need a sequel? You know, that one right there. I don't know. I don't know how a sequel would go over. That was
Stallone says he wants a sequel.
Right?
He gets a sequel.
right.
No, no. I just walked into the building. I said, "Give me a sequel," and they were like, "Well, yeah, we'll give you a sequel." Yeah.
Has anybody here seen The Samaritan?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, I believe it was on Prime. I think that came out on Prime.
I know.
And
Yeah,
I've seen it, and I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it's okay. It's an okay movie. It's not a world beater. It's not a story that we haven't seen a million times already. You know, it's kind of like I guess the best way I can put it is he's kind of like the guy. He's like Bruce Willis's character in Unbreakable. He doesn't want people to know that he has superpowers, kind of thing.
So is it better than Is it better than Phase 4 MCU?
Well, yeah, it's better than any of that stuff. Yeah, no doubt. But it's not. It's not anything that I would have paid to see in the theater. Okay, it's a smaller type movie. The next one we got on this list, Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah, I knew they were.
How are they going to do that?
I knew they were doing that because there's a tribute to Carl Weathers in it.
Is there? Wow.
Yep. I mean, I was gonna say, how are they gonna do it without him? But
he died in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
He did?
Yeah.
In the first movie, he's dead.
Oh, Wade.
I would have never realized. Never mind. Never. I thought he was. Whatever.
Have you seen the movie, Wade?
I don't think I really have.
It's okay if you haven't. I mean, it's an older movie. So.
Yeah, it's an older movie.
I know of it here and there, but
yeah.
I can tell you everything.
Wookie says
I don't think I really saw it. I just saw it from clips.
Okay. Wookie says Samaritan wasn't bad for streaming. Yeah, exactly. If you've got nothing to watch, check out The Samaritan. It's a good movie. I don't think it warrants a sequel, though. I don't think they can have the kind of ending that movie had again. I don't think that's possible. I mean, my favorite part of Happy Gilmore, though, is when Bob Barker kicks his ass. Love it, because I saw an interview a long time ago on one of the nighttime talk shows when they were still good, and Chuck Norris was on there, and he was asked. I can't remember which one it was. It might have been David Letterman. David Letterman asked him, "Who's your best student you've ever had?" And without even blinking, he said, "Bob Barker. He is the most committed student I've ever had in my life." He said the guy is bizarre, his training regimen and everything. And if you remember, he was in pretty good health all the way up until when he passed away. So, I mean, this I'm not a big fan of Adam Sandler. He's made a couple of movies I like. The Water Boy, of course, I don't think anybody doesn't like that movie.
That's quality H2O.
Yeah, high quality H2O. But this one, I didn't think this would ever have a sequel. And I guess with Eddie Murphy, doing another Beverly Hills Cop. Everybody wants to be the older guy in their comedy now, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. The next one we got here, number 6.
Oh
Sister
no! Oh
3.
no!
Why?
Fuck no! Hell no! What the hell?
You know,
Act 3.
I have to tell you, the first 2 guilty pleasures. I dig them.
You know what? That's for girls too. A lot of girls will like watching that for sure. But I'm with the rest of the panel on that one. Knock. I'm not.
Hey, whoa! First one
with.
was good. Second one was meh.
Yeah,
it's gonna bomb.
I don't know why
it's
we
gonna
need a third one.
bomb.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, but that's because of Whoopi in today's climate.
Yeah.
Whoopi.
Yeah, what is she gonna ruin this one? Doing this one?
No. Who's got the kid in the background?
That's me. I've got grandkids are here. So
Face Off 2.
Why?
Ooh.
Why?
Face Off 2. Now,
I'm down for that.
He died.
I'm down for it, but I want them to explain to me how they're going to do it because one of them's dead. Okay.
Well, okay. Hold on now. This is going to be crazy now, but stick with me. Yeah, he's dead, but that doesn't mean his face could have been taken away and put on somebody else.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Don't
put his face on another murderer or something. I don't know.
It's his brother, right? It's his brother.
It doesn't have to be a brother. It could be anybody. I'm just saying.
Hey,
it's a face
could be
off.
For all I care.
Oh man.
I'm just saying. His face can be put on anybody.
What do they say regarding this? What do they say regarding this? What's the
Hang on. I'll read it. Hang on. Out of the upcoming sequels in the works, Face Off 2 is the most perplexing, given that John Travolta's villainous character dies at the end of the first movie. It is hard to imagine he can return for the sequel. However, his co-star Nicolas Cage has expressed his interest in returning. When speaking with Collider in 2023, Cage stated that he had one meeting about the movie, but didn't go into further detail. Whatever happens casting-wise, the sequel is in good hands with Adam Wingard from Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire attached to write and direct. So, yeah, there you go. I mean, this seems like a stretch to me. Okay, first of all, the original one was kind of a stretch. You know what I mean? The fact that we don't even have surgeries right now where you can actually do that, it makes it kind of. But
imagine
once you suspend
they do have face transplants.
Yeah,
yes.
but
they're gonna have CGI dubs.
Not that good, though.
No, not that.
Right, not that good. But anyway, yeah, that one right there, I'd be down for it. I love John Woo's movies, and I think he's a great director and everything. But yeah, man, I don't know. That's gonna be hard to sell. Anyway, the next one, Lethal Weapon 2.
No,
excuse me, 5. Lethal Weapon 5. Now, I guess it's a Mandela effect. I thought Danny Glover was gone. I thought he had passed away, but I guess he hasn't.
He's not dead?
No, he's not. So
what's the line going to be? I'm really too old for this shit.
Right, I'm really too old for this shit, right? I tell you what, man, I'd rather see Mel play Mad Max again than see this.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, a crazy old man. What is he going to be, the get off my lawn cop now? What?
A case comes up that he has to come out of retirement to solve.
I guess. I don't know. But I just don't. No, that one right there I'm not too hip with. This one kind of threw me for a loop.
Yes,
I haven't seen Greenland.
All the yes.
All the yes? Yeah, is Greenland good? I'd heard it was good.
It is good.
Isn't that a post-apocalyptic movie? Something like that?
It's a disaster movie.
Yeah, right up your alley then. Yes. Very cool, man.
That's an easy pass for me. It's not like we've had too many of those recently.
Yeah. This one, it's called The Migration. I guess, what are they doing? Moving from Greenland or something? I don't know. Set to release March 28th of 2025. Anybody here seen it besides John?
I saw the first one. It was okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's okay.
You sound excited about it.
Yeah, I know.
You yawned right in the middle of it.
It was okay. I saw it once. I saw it once, and that was it.
Yeah.
Think about this. I like Geostorm better than this one.
Oh,
Really? Okay. All right. Well, what is it with Gerard Butler though? He's all of a sudden become the end of the world guy. He's in half the disaster movies that come out now.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Wait, is he?
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I know. What's that, Wade?
In this Twister new movie?
No, he's not in the new Twister movie. That's Glenn Powell, buddy. That's Glenn Powell.
I know. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, he's not.
Oh,
He's-
it's meh.
Yeah.
It is too.
Oh no.
Dodgeball 2.
Oh boy, what are we gonna do now?
Hey man, if it's got
You can't
Vince
do this
Vaughn in it,
without
I'll
Rip
watch
Torn.
it.
You can't
I
do
will
this
watch
without
it.
Rip Torn.
Say what, John?
You can't do this without Rip Torn.
You can't do it without Rip Torn. Yeah, he's passed away.
Well, Rip Torn died in the film.
Yeah, he died in the film.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right. Yeah, he did.
he got crushed
Right.
on
Yeah.
Lucky whatever, or
right.
Luck of the
It's been
Irish.
a long time since I saw it.
Luck of the Irish.
I'd forgotten
Yeah,
about
but you
that.
can't. Wait, but you can't do with the one. I can't think of the one with the black hair and the
Oh,
third.
Ben Stiller, he'd do it.
No,
He'd be
no,
the only
no,
reason
no.
why they do it.
Look in the picture. I can't think of who plays.
His name's
the
Vince
person.
Vaughn, buddy. I just said that.
No, I'm talking about the girl with the black hair, like the angry.
Oh.
Oh, the girl, the
Whatever. I don't know. Girl, guy. I don't know.
What?
Well, that's
You
the
know,
picture right
What
now
do we
on the
need her
side.
for?
Guys?
I think we can live without her. I don't know.
I'm pretty
No, I know, but
She
you
was
got,
a comic piece. I mean,
As long as you've got Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller, that's all you need. Sorry. You can do it.
and to see Ben Stiller in that fat suit, is,
Yes!
it's pretty good.
So what does it say? Does it say it's actually going to happen, or is this speculating still?
Well, it says, let's see. Although Vince Vaughn has ventured into more dramatic acting in recent years, starring in movies like Dragged Across Concrete and Brawl in Cell Block 99.
That was actually not a bad movie.
No kidding. He's crazy in that movie. He still returns in his comedy roots from time to time. 2004, Vaughn starred opposite Ben Stiller in Dodgeball, a true underdog story. And the film follows Peter Vaughn, the owner of a cherished local gym that is facing foreclosure at the hands of a rival owner. Blah 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 blah.
This is all historical. What's the new shit?
There's no date yet. It's still like.
Yeah.
However, it may be unlikely, as in recent years, he has stepped away from acting and moved into directing.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, there's that.
They're speculating, I guess. There must be talk of it, or they wouldn't have mentioned it. So, but we'll see what happens with it. And the last one is I Am Legend 2.
No.
Now this one I really don't understand. I don't know how they do this one.
Well, here's the thing. I actually bought this film when it came out, when it was available.
Yeah.
The only reason I bought it is because there was an original film that was released in the theater was not the film that was intended by the director. They recut it.
Yeah.
So they in the alternate version he lives.
Yeah.
Which is the original version.
Right. But the one that everybody paid to see in the theater, he dies in the end of it. So
Correct.
I don't. He's supposed to live. He's supposed to live at the end
exactly.
of it.
And those creatures or whatever, the zombies, from what I understand, this is from actually a book, right? And they're actually sentient.
Yes.
They're actually sentient. And so that was one thing that they didn't really show either.
You know what? I have one thing to say about this list.
Yes, crickets. There's nothing really on there that we're just dying to see, is there?
I like that movie better when it was called Omega Man.
Yeah, Omega Man with Charlton Heston. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Much better.
It was closer to the book. That's for
Yeah, it
sure.
was.
Yeah. So, let's see.
But Last Man on Earth was the closest to the.
Yeah,
to the
Last
book.
Man on Earth. Yeah.
Oh my.
Tim says the Rule 34 version of Twister is titty twisters. Yeah, I hear you, bro. You maniac. Yikes.
That's the bar
Okay.
in
Don't
from Dusk Till Dawn.
make him correct.
Dusk Till Dawn. Okay, I got another list for you guys. Another one. This is going to be fun to look at, man, because first of all, it's going to be fun to see if any of us have seen these movies. And secondly, it's going to be fun to see if anybody can defend these flicks. Like I said, it was a slow week, so I found some crazier stuff to look at. This one right here is from Nostalgic Buzz. It's one of those clickbait lists, but I thought it was pretty neat, and I figured we'd go through it. It's ranked the 50 worst movies of all time according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
okay. Number 50.
Before
go
you
ahead.
continue, Joe.
Yes.
According to what I saw an article earlier, according to Rotten Tomatoes, that first movie for Jesus, what's that Western movie we were talking about? The Part 1, Kevin Costner movie.
Right.
Apparently, it got really bad Rotten Tomato score.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So,
right. Hang on. Let's pull it up real quick.
Wait, you're not talking about the one.
He's talking about the Kevin Costner movie.
Oh, I thought you were
coming out here soon.
One, but
yeah.
whatever.
Well, it's got to be critic stuff because it's got to be critic stuff because they
saw something about too woke or not too woke or not woke enough or something like that.
Really?
Not woke enough for critics, I think I saw.
We're talking about this film right here, guys. Hang on. Let me pull it up so you can see what we're looking at. It's Horizon and an American Saga, right? Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, I think, comes out like in August 21st, I believe. Isn't it? I think one of them is going to be coming out at the beginning of the summer. The other one's at the end of the summer. But, okay, let's hit it up on Rotten Tomatoes then. Let me find that real quick. Pretty easy way to do it. It's just copy it and paste it, right?
Kevin Costner's Horizon epic slammed by critics on Rotten Tomatoes and receiving scathing reviews despite 10 minutes standing ovation.
Yeah, it did get a standing ovation at Cannes. 36. 22 reviews. 36. Wow.
I always wait for the audience score.
Yeah, me too. But
that's the reason I brought it up is because these critics are getting ridiculous.
Yeah, they are.
So I stopped listening to critics back when I was a kid when they gave I can't remember the other movie that they gave. It was some boring ass movie. They gave like a 5-star, and then they gave Shrek like a 1-star. And I was like, "Fuck you! Shrek is super funny. I don't see how you could give that a 1-star. It's got so many references in it, and you gave this boring ass movie a 5." That's when I stopped listening to critics.
Yeah, dude. When the original Star Wars came out, they said it was rehashed garbage, and I mean, the critics hated that movie when it came out. You see what happened to that movie? I mean, good Lord, yeah, these guys don't know what they're talking about half the time.
My rule of thumb is if the critics hate it, chances are I'm going to like it.
Yeah, right? That's pretty good. It's a pretty good chance right there. So yeah, 36% on Rotten Tomatoes, guys. Go check it out. It's called Horizon, an American Saga. I'm planning on going to see it actually myself because I like Costner's westerns. Even the worst one he did, it's too long. I'm talking about Wyatt Earp, of course. Tombstone did it better, no doubt, but Wyatt Earp's not a bad movie. It's just too damn long. But anyway,
Wyatt Earp's the more historically accurate one.
Yes, it is. Wyatt Earp is the more historically accurate one. That's for sure. Yep. Okay, so this list I came up with here, according to Rotten Tomatoes, the worst movies of all time. The first one on the list is from 2007. It's called Red Line, and apparently it's the poor man's version of Fast and the Furious.
No.
That's a good-looking girl.
I know there's one movie in here it has to be in here. It has to be in here. It's my favorite.
Why?
It's my favorite film. It's my favorite film of all time.
Really?
Why does it look like a 7?
It's one word. It's a film with one word, just like this. But
okay.
And it has a girl in it.
Okay. All
so
right.
let's see it. Let's see.
Okay, we'll see.
Why does
I have one that's usually on these lists.
Hold on. Why does she look like she's from the 70s sitcom?
I don't know. Maybe it says poor man's version, so they probably didn't have much money for.
Their film production was from the 70s.
Right, their film
period.
Their budget was from the 70s. That's what it was.
Okay, here we go.
All right, hang on. For some reason, for some reason it keeps jumping over.
I've
Hang
seen
on.
this. Oh, 30.
Yeah, we've all seen that. No, for some reason it jumps over the 49th one. I was trying this out earlier, and it jumps over the 49th one. Homecoming from 2009.
Nope. Never heard of it.
Me neither.
I like that. Directed by Morgan J. Freeman. No, not that Morgan.
Not
Freeman.
that Morgan J. Freeman. Yeah,
that's funny.
I can't read that fast. Tell us what this is, Knock.
Your name's covering most of it.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'm sorry. Hang on. Let me get
fine.
that. Let me get that taken care of real quick. Yeah, there you go.
Homecoming is an all too familiar tale. In high school, Shelby, Misha Barton, and Mike, or Matt Long, were the perfect couple. Shelby was the homecoming queen, and Mike was the star quarterback. Mike heads off to Northwestern University, but things take a drastic turn when he returns home for Christmas with a new girlfriend, Elizabeth, in tow. Shelby is hell-bent on making Elizabeth's life hell in order to win back her ex, and everything that follows is far too predictable. The story is lazy, the acting is mediocre, and the action is feeble. Skip Homecoming.
Wait, why do we...
Okay.
You know what it sounds like? Call me crazy, but it sounds like, what's the Witherspoon lawyer movie?
I don't know, buddy.
It's a... I don't know. Doesn't matter.
And I don't know why this thing... I guess this page is just screwed up because I'm having to go back just to get to number 48. Okay, here we go. Look Who's Talking Now, which is the sequel to Look Who's Talking. Actually, this might have been... Didn't they make 3 of these?
Yes.
I don't know if this is the second one or the third one, but says they got zero chemistry and all that good stuff. I don't even remember this movie.
This is the third one, probably.
Yeah, it's probably the third one.
It's the dogs.
Yeah. Oh, it's the dogs. Great. Let me go ahead and switch this real quick so I can get it on the regular screen here. So I didn't know we were going to be doing this much reading. Okay, there we go. I'm just getting my logo out of there. Okay, so let's see. It keeps going to friggin' that one. Why? Oh boy, here we go. Let's see. I guess I'm going to have to manipulate this thing. Where is it at? It's not working.
Let's hit next.
I'm hitting next.
Oh shit. Okay, reload. Reload!
Start of list.
Start of list. It's not working. Damn it. You piece of junk. It won't work for me. Let me see if I can manipulate this somehow.
You want to put the link in, Joe, and see if we can get to work?
Yo, why don't you just look up the title and look it up on Google? Probably give the same response.
Here you go. It's in the private chat. I'm gonna put it in there. Maybe one of you guys can get it to work correctly, because for some reason my browser doesn't want to. I'll try it in Chrome here in a second.
I don't see no. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Let me see. Paste.
That doesn't work for me either.
Yeah,
for me either.
Wow.
Hold on. Let me open a new tab myself. Let me try myself. Hold on.
Yeah, I tried it in Chrome and it's doing the same thing.
It's loading. Hold on. Eventually. Come on. There we go. And let's see what this does. Interesting.
Wow, guys.
Hey, I got a better one.
Okay.
That'll probably do it.
No. I want to keep going with this one. So what I'm going to do?
No, I'm saying it has the same movies on it, but it should work better, like a different website.
Well, give me the link.
I'm working on it.
Honky.
Give me a second. I was trying to test it first. There. Try that.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Boom, yeah, these usually work a little better.
And boom. And boom.
Yeah, it works way better. I just tested it.
Okay, there we go. Got it. All right. So let's come over
You're
here.
welcome.
And yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, here we go.
Although I can't read that. But, you know.
I know you can't,
we have to read
but
it.
but I can fix that.
I got it. There we go.
You don't need to read it. You already know this.
You don't really need to read the thing, do we?
Yeah, it's the same as the first movie.
I don't know this movie.
Okay.
I've never heard of this before.
Well,
I heard of it.
Look who's talking to, or look who's talking now. Yeah,
I haven't seen any of them.
I've seen.
The first one had John Travolta. I don't think it had Kirstie Alley in it.
Yeah, it did.
Remember. Did
yeah,
it?
It was Bruce
but
Willis.
It was a baby that was talking, and I think it was Bruce Willis's voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Is
try
it
this at
Roseanne?
home, folks. They're professionals. That's right, E. Clay. This is live television. This is what.
Isn't Roseanne Barr the kid, the girl?
She might be the girl in the second.
She was a girl. Yeah, second one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one, Killing Me Softly. Really? Huh. Okay.
Never heard of it.
2002. That's not the one with Brad Pitt in it, is it? Let's see.
No.
That's one with
No.
Heather Graham.
That looks like Heather Graham. Yeah.
Joseph Fiennes.
Yeah.
Not even his brother. He had to go with Joseph, not Rick.
Right.
Come
Yeah.
on, baby. Where's my movie? Where's my movie?
We're gonna keep going here. The low down, a low down, dirty shame. Now I remember this movie from 1994.
Yes, I remember it.
But Rotten Tomatoes doesn't like the Wayans brothers apparently, huh? This is one of those along the lines of their stuff. Of course, they started in The Living Color, but what was that one they made? The title is super long because they took all the Hood movies and shoved it into one title.
yeah.
Don't be caught being a menace to society while drinking your juice in the Hood. I think was the name of the damn movie. It's fucking hilarious, man. My favorite part of it, I think, was whenever he took the girl home and she started taking all her fake stuff off, including her prosthetic leg. That was hilarious. Okay. I love the Wayans brothers. I think they're awesome.
I've seen this one, yes.
Especially Damon.
Okay.
Number 5, Bolero. Is this the one you're talking about? Is this it?
No. But I've seen this film. I love this film.
You said it was a hot chick and it was one word. So
it's there's one other one out there.
I think it's funny that they made this after 10. They made this movie after 10 was made because they actually you remember the famous sex scene with her and Dudley Moore. Right. They played Ravel's Bolero, right? During the sex scene. Oh, it's just so damn funny, man.
But I've seen this movie too.
And she was gorgeous. Yeah. Oh, I've seen it. Yeah. I mean, 1984. Yeah, that was my first year in the Army, dude. I was all about the semi porn flicks back then, you know.
Soft core porn all the way. That's what this is.
Porn, yeah. And she was gorgeous. Yeah. John Derek definitely had a type. Bo Derek, what's her name? The girl from the first Bond movie. Ursula Andress was his first wife. Bo Derek was his third wife, actually. His second wife was, she was on Dynasty. She looks just like Bo Derek, though.
Joan Collins?
No, not Joan Collins, the other one, the blonde that was a rival in that show. Shit, I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
I'll look it up over on the other screen while we're looking at the rest of this. But they all look like the same.
Right.
Yeah, they all look like the same girl. Anyway, Bolero. Yeah, that's
Linda Evans.
An oldie. Linda Evans, that's it. That's her.
Oh,
Linda Evans. If you look at pictures of all three of those girls, they look the same. Yep. Oh boy, Highlander 2, The Quickening.
Ooh.
We don't speak
this
about
movie doesn't exist.
any Highlander.
This is a Mandela effect. This movie doesn't exist.
Let's see. I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Yeah, that was a great movie, man. Let's see. And he says Heather Locklear. No, it wasn't Heather Locklear. But had the same hairstyle. But yeah, this is where they broke their own lore and told us that the Highlanders were aliens.
Yeah.
It was a horrible movie. I can't believe that the guy on the left actually signed up to do it again. I believe this guy did it because that's all he did his whole career was B movies. You know,
I hate to admit it. I went to theater to see this.
Yeah, of course you did. Of course you did. Okay, next the disappointments room.
Never
Well,
heard
What in the hell?
Awful name.
Right? I don't even know if
I'm disappointed in this person.
it's Kate Beckinsale though. It's Kate
Yeah.
Beckinsale.
Nah, that's fine.
Yeah, man.
Even that can't probably can't save
It
this.
says here she's an architect who moves into a countryside manor with her husband and son. Upon moving into their new home, Dana begins to have terrifying nightmares and visions that she cannot explain. So it's a horror movie. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. All right. Well, I might have to check that out, even though it's a bad movie because it's got Kate Beckinsale.
Come on, baby. Come on. Where's my movie? Where's my movies?
A movie about a haunted house. Wow.
My movie's higher up. I know that.
Staying Alive from 1983, the year I graduated from high school. This was the sequel to Saturday Night Fever. Totally different movie, though. This is where Tony Manera, played by old John there, he tries to make it on Broadway as a dancer. Yeah, this is a silly.
Wait, this is John? Oh shit!
Yeah.
John. I never knew.
John Travolta. Yeah.
Oh, that John.
No, not me. Not me.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, man. He plays Tony Manero. Now, if you've never seen Saturday Night Fever, the original, it's a good movie, but it's not one you revisit much. It's just about a guy coming of age in New York, and
The music's better than the movie.
the
and
music's better than the
music is
movie.
discussed,
Yeah.
So that ought to tell you something.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, they decided it needed a sequel, I guess, and it's nothing like the first one. Mac and Me. Oh, this is the poor man's version of E.T. right here.
Yeah. I've seen it.
And there's people that like this movie, man. But yeah, it's definitely a ripoff of E.T.
Yeah, that was the year I was born.
Yeah. Cabin Fever.
Never seen it.
Oh man, I think isn't it rabies that's running crazy? Flesh eating virus or something like that. It's a horror movie. I got it for free on Vudu for buying something else. I got this one and a few others for free. That should tell you everything. It's written by Eli Roth though, so it's an early movie of his though. Let's see what's next. Shadow Conspiracy. Oh, look who's in it too. Charlie Sheen, Donald Sutherland, Linda Hamilton. Whoa.
Stephen Lang.
Wow. Looks like a thriller. Yeah, it's a thriller. Plot to kill the president.
I might have to see that.
Yeah, that looks like it might be pretty cool, man.
That on the list.
Just because it's on the Rotten Tomatoes list doesn't mean it's totally bad, right? It could be the critics' score. But anyway, that one's from 1997. That's the cast alone to make me want to see it. I always love Linda Hamilton, man. I skip too many ads. I think I'm skipping through. 3 Strikes from 2000.
Never heard of it.
Again, I'd never heard of it.
Yeah, me either. Let's see. 3 Strikes is about a man who has 2 strikes on his criminal record. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. This is not anything I'd be interested in, but there you go. If you want a hood movie, check it out.
There is another Travolta movie on the list.
Well, yeah, we've already seen 2. We've already seen 2.
Don't be skipping ahead.
Yeah, right. Wagons East, 1994 with John Candy. Yeah, this is probably a comedy in the West or something.
Yeah.
Well, it tries to be a comedy, but it's not really funny.
Oh, you've seen it? Yeah, it's not that good. Love John Candy though, man. Love him. Yep. Okay, let's see. The next one, Problem Child from 1990. Let's see. To say Junior is a menace would be an understatement. So it's like Dennis the Menace then. It's probably a comedy or
An
something.
evil Dennis the Menace.
Oh, okay. He becomes pen pals with a serial killer dubbed the Bowtie Killer. Oh, wow. Yikes.
Yeah,
Check
it was
out
bad
Problem
film.
Child. Oh, man. What'd you say, Robert?
It was bad.
It was bad. Okay, it deserves to be here. Okay, Return to Blue Lagoon. This should be on that list, boys and girls. Yes, that's starring Brooke. Let's see, the first one had Brooke Shields. This one should have Mia Jovovich. I think she's in this one. Return to Blue Lagoon. I'm looking. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah,
yeah, that's Mia Jovovich. But yeah, don't watch this movie. Yeah, it's borderline something you shouldn't be watching anyway. The Nutcracker in 3D from 2010. Who did that? Yikes. Okay.
Yeah, not good.
No thanks. I'll do without that one. London Fields.
Never.
I seen this one. I like this one.
Yeah.
Well, it's bad. It's a bad film, but I like it.
Yeah. Well, it's based on a 1989 novel.
Right.
What's it about, buddy?
It's basically about a woman who has visions of her own death happening, and she basically it goes through it. It's Amber Heard. So Amber Heard was very much hated for this film and was a big C word in the film making it. So it wasn't put out. It was shelved for a long period of time. It was actually made before 2018. It was released, and it didn't do well. It's just Billy Bob Thornton's in it. You have it was a big all-star cast, but again, it just bombed the hell. It was just too confusing, and
But you like it. What do you like about it?
Amber Heard.
Okay, yeah, I hear you. I'm one of the people that digs her too. I'm not as a person, but in the movies, yeah, I'll watch her for sure.
You watch the shit out of her.
Yeah, right. Watch the shit out of her, won't you?
and that movie, she barely wears anything. So just for like,
oh, there you go. Wait a minute. Let me make a mental note. London Fields. Okay. Yeah. All right. Number 32, Stratton, 2017.
I have no idea.
Let's see. Many things that go into making a poor film. Stratton is plagued by few of those issues. Okay. Dominic Cooper plays the titular character, and his performance epitomizes everything wrong with the film. The film follows a plot that has become all too common. A skilled operative attempts to track down a terrorist cell. Okay. Stratton. There you go. 2017. The Ridiculous Six from 2015. Wasn't this a Netflix movie?
Yep.
Adam Sandler Netflix movie. Well, that's all you really need to know, because every time he's made something on Netflix, it sucked. But there you go. Let's see. The next one, Dark Crimes, 2016. Jim Carrey? Really? Don't tell me he's trying to do a serious role, right?
Yep.
He's a police officer who becomes involved in a mysterious web of crimes and lies and danger. Okay. Nobody wants...
What's the movie he did with the he kept seeing all the numbers? Was that Numbers?
23.
It might have been called. Was it 22?
He was always seeing
23.
I actually I don't know. That was I don't know. I don't know why I always remember that movie, but it was wicked.
Was it good?
Yeah, I liked it. I don't know if it was good, but I just remember.
I like what's it called? The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That was a good movie. I enjoyed that one, and it's more of a serious role for him too. That was a good one. You guys ever see that one? No? You should check it out, Knock. It's pretty interesting. He's trying to wipe away the memory of his girlfriend physically. Wipe it away, and you see what's going on in his mind as they're going through the process of doing it. It's pretty wild, man. That is a different kind of movie. And he's good in it. Yeah. It's got Kirsten Dunst, the guy that played Frodo in Lord of the Rings. I can't even remember that guy's name. It's got a bunch of people in it, man. It's a good movie. Jaws 4: The Revenge. Of course, this movie's on here.
Oh, yeah.
Because we all know the famous quote from Michael Caine about this one. Said, yeah, it might be a bad movie, but it bought my mother a pretty nice house, something like that. Yeah, man. Jaws: The Revenge. goes on the premise that the shark has a memory and is hunting down all the members of Brody's family to kill them. Yes. What a deal. Is this on your disaster movie list or kaiju movie list or anything? No, you don't. You're not going to own this one on any level, are you, John? It's bad. It really is.
Actually, I think I do have it.
Do you? Well, if you're a Jaws completist, you have to have it. It's the last Jaws movie they made. They only made 4 of them. I actually like number 3 with Dennis Quaid. I thought that was cool.
Yes, I have Jaws: The Revenge.
Do you? Yeah. Let's see. Number 28, The Last Days of American Crime, 2020. 2 men and a woman plan the heist of the century. Okay, I've heard all I need to know. I'm just not into heist movies. I've never liked them. Never have. But
not even Ocean's 13?
No.
11 or 12?
No, none of them. I've never really gotten into them. Never have. I watched the first one, Ocean's 11, which is a remake of an older movie from the 60s, I think.
Yep, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra and the rest of the Rat Pack was in that one. Yeah, I've never liked any of those movies. No. Okay, so there you go. You got a heist movie. Then we got Gold Diggers. Oh my God! What? Get out of town! Oh my God, that's great. Of course, National Lampoon, right?
There was only ever one reason to watch National Lampoons in the 2000s. There was only one reason. There was always some. There was there was 2. That's a good point. But that's literally the only reason to ever watch them.
Well, their greatest movie came out in the 70s, man. The Animal House, bro. It was the best. But I hear Van Wilder's good. I've got to watch that movie.
The first one, Don't go past that one, but yeah.
But
that was probably the last good one, and then of course the Family Vacation one or whatever it's called.
Well, I don't think I don't think I have to clue you into what this is about. It's National Lampoon, so we know what direction this movie's going. This girl's probably topless in it at some point in this movie.
Most likely, yeah.
Okay. Next up, Super Babies, Baby Genius 2.
Oh, God. Okay.
2004. Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah. So, moving on. Pinocchio 2002. Yeah, that's a shit movie. I actually have seen that. That is garbage. When there sucks. All right. Gotti. Yeah, this one's notoriously bad. John Travolta in the title role about the Teflon Don. It's probably nowhere near accurate. Him trying to make a mafia movie, he just doesn't fit. No. Good try, John, but nah. 1,000 Words, 2012. Eddie Murphy.
I've seen that. It's basically he can only say 1,000 words for the rest of his life.
Oh boy.
So he has to learn to do stuff without speaking.
Once the leaves have fallen, Murphy's character will die. It is interesting concept. Yeah. It sounds like an art house movie. Yikes.
I guess when he speaks, a leaf falls off, or is it another way to die?
Right. What is?
Is it speaking or is it leaves, or are they connected?
Well, when he says a word, the leaf falls off. And
there you go. That's what he said. Yeah.
Okay, there it is. Okay, with every word he speaks, a leaf. Okay. What a dumb tree. Like, did this start when he was a kid? I mean, obviously it didn't. It had to start at some point.
Right.
Like, when did he find out that he only had 1,000 words left? I don't know. Maybe I need to watch this movie. I have too many questions.
You have too many questions. You need to watch it to find out.
I need to know more.
1,000 words. 1,000 words. There you go. All right. One Missed Call. Well, that's obviously a horror movie. That's for sure.
Who listens to voicemails anymore?
Right. One Missed Call, 2008. Then 21 is Ballistic
I
X
actually
versus
like
Seva.
this one.
Come on, bro.
I actually like this one.
Hell yeah, you do. It's
Lucy
fucking
Liu,
awesome.
are you kidding me? And Antonio,
yeah.
those are two badass
Antonio
characters,
Banderas, man. X versus Sever.
I
That is
actually like
awesome.
this movie.
I do like that one too. Look, guys, it's a guilty pleasure. Trust us, it's shit, but it's fucking. The fight scenes in it are fun, man. It's a cool movie. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that one. I'm with you on that one there, Knock, for sure. Okay, next, Dark Tide. It looks like another shark movie.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. There she is. 2012. I might have to watch it just for her. I am in love with that woman, even though she's batshit crazy by all accounts. Let's see. What's next? Folks, 1992. A comedy that aims to explore the challenges of caring for elderly parents. What is funny about that? Wow. I don't know. He might have missed the point of comedy on that one, huh? I don't know. Folks. Okay. I don't know about that one. The Fog, yes. The remake of The Fog, no. No.
I like the ending.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Okay. Don't ruin
Wait, am I getting that mixed up with The Mist? I might be getting it mixed up with another one.
Okay. The
Does
Mist.
that have Thomas Jane in it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
This is a remake of John Carpenter's classic, The Fog.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No, the Mist ends in a car. Mist ends in a car.
Yeah. This one this one I didn't go see because certain movies should not be remade.
And that's
The
why.
Fog by John Carpenter is perfect.
Was she in Lost, this chick right here?
I don't know. Let's see.
She looks very familiar. She looks like one of the characters from Lost.
Let's I might have to look that up on another page here. Hang on a second. And we will pull up. Hang on. I've got to get rid of some other stuff here. Okay. So let me get this up and running. Yeah, there's the piece of shit that wouldn't work. All right, IMDb.
Yeah, she was in Lost.
Okay, I thought she looked familiar.
Let's see. 2005 Fog.
Is that her, Maggie Grace?
Maggie Grace, yeah. That's her right there.
Oh, Tom Welling in it too. Wow. Superman.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't care who's in it. It's a remake of a John Carpenter classic. Watch the John Carpenter movie starring Adrienne Barbeau. You want to talk about yummy? Yeah, Adrienne Barbeau, probably one of the most famous racks in movie history, right there. Okay, and she was married to Carpenter at the time too. That's why he put her in the movie. Okay, The Fog, 2007.
No.
Movie 43. I have heard so much shit about this movie.
Yeah.
I turned it off when I watched the opening part of it, and the guy that plays Wolverine, tell me his name again. I'm having a senior moment, guy.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman has got testicles hanging from his Adam's apple or some shit like that, and it's a dinner date between two people, and he's got a pair of balls, guys, hanging from his fucking Adam's apple, and the girl's trying to. I turned it off. I couldn't handle it, man. This movie's crazy. It's got an all-star cast, man. Everybody in Hollywood was in this movie. Everybody was. It was too bizarre for me. Check it out if you want to watch some weird shit. That's for sure. Movie 43 from 2013. Simon Says from 1999.
Dennis Rodman.
Starring Dennis Rodman. That's all you need to know, boys and girls.
Listen, one of my God, what is it? What is the one that he's in with Jean-Claude Van Damme? Double Trouble, I think it is.
Could be. Yep.
One of my. I'm a huge Jean-Claude Van Damme. When I saw Dennis Rodman, I was like,
right.
Look, that's when I was still into basketball. So
right. Let's see. Is it Double Trouble? Let's find out.
Is it Double Trouble or Double Jeopardy? Maybe.
Double Trouble? No.
God, that's gonna bother me.
That's all right. We'll just look up Dennis Rodman. He can't have that deep of an inventory. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, double team.
Double team. That's
Okay,
it.
I knew
Double
double
team.
something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There he is. Maniac. Okay. So check out Simon Says if you can't get enough Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Alone in the Dark. That sounds like a good movie, man.
It's based on a video game, and it's Yui Bowl. That's all you need to know.
Yui Bowl. Oh, then this could be good. Look, one of my guilty pleasures, boys and girls, is the Blood Rain trilogy. Okay, it's based on a video game, and it's by Yui Bowl, and I love it, even though it's a bad movie. You know what's funny? What is that guy's name that was in Streets of Fire that I love so much? Perret. What was his first name? He was in the Philadelphia Experiment back then. They tried to make him a movie star and they couldn't. Michael Perret, that's his name.
Yeah.
And he's in all three of those friggin' Blood Rain movies, and you don't even recognize him. He's changed so much over the years, dude. But yeah, I might have to check this out. Based on a survival horror game series. Okay, all right. Alone in the Dark. I might have to check that out.
Came out with a remastered version of the original.
Okay.
A remade version of the original.
Let's see. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Here in a minute, I'm going to get the link for this thing and pull it down and give it to everybody if they want to go back and look at it. The Master of Disguise, 2002. Dana Carvey. Huh.
Yeah, I'm ashamed to say I've seen this.
Why are you ashamed to say it? Is it bad?
Yeah, it's bad.
Did he try to go like be Clouseau in it or something? Because that's what Clouseau did with the disguises and stuff.
Clouseau is a retard, yes.
Yeah. Wookie Be Bad says turtle. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, turtle. Did a lot of memes from this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a cult classic. I would label it.
Okay. Cool. Master of Disguise. Dana Carvey's a funny dude. So, you never know. Daddy Day Camp. What? Oh my God.
I think this was like a sequel to, not really an actual sequel, but like it was going off of Daddy Daycare.
Yeah. Which was wasn't that
that was
Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy one, yeah. Which is I've seen those. They're pretty good.
Daddy Day Camp. I'm sure it's a comedy. Let's see.
But I think they couldn't bring him back for this, so they got Cuba Gooding Jr. for it. So
right.
That's why.
Yeah, he's a perfect replacement for Eddie, isn't he? Wookie Be Bad says that sounds like corn. Yeah, it does. Oh my God. Okay. Number 12. Disaster movie. There you go, John. Disaster movie.
I hate this movie. Makes a mockery of everything that mass disaster movies made.
Yeah, but I mean that's the point of it. It's just a send up, man.
You just don't understand.
Wookie Be Bad says Debbie does day camp. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna have to check this one out, John. I didn't know they did the scary movie treatment to disaster movies. That's badass.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to see that. Okay, that's on my list now.
Isn't a scary movie like 5 or something like that coming out?
There's a ton of them, man.
No. I mean like the actual scary movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
with the actors and everything.
Right. Let's see. Number 11, Twisted, 2004. Well, it's got one of my favorite actresses in it, Ashley Judd. And wow, I like the guy that's in it too. Andy Garcia is great, man. What is this about? Film's attempt to explore psychological intrigue and mystery falls short as the identity of the perpetrator becomes apparent for far too early. Okay. Well, there you go. There it is. Twisted. Apparently they screwed it up. Oh my God, epic movie. I have seen this one. It is pretty bad. But it'll make you laugh, but it's pretty bad. Yeah. Epic movie. It's a parody movie of superhero genre. It's pretty crazy. Wasn't there a guy that's like the Bug Boy or something like that. I can't remember. It's like a butterfly or some shit. I can't remember. But I saw it many years ago. Pretty funny, but it is a bad movie. 12 from 2010. It attempts to depict the lives of privileged New York City teenagers navigating drugs, wealth, and drama, lacks depth and authenticity. What the hell, man? That sounds like that. Oh my God, I'm having a brain fart.
This is J Lo's childhood right here.
J Lo's childhood
when she was in the Bronx. This is what you had to go through.
It sounds like that Showtime show that MJ from the Spider-Man movies, Zendaya, is in now. That's what it sounds like. That's crazy. Nothing I'd be interested in. 2012, or excuse me, 2010, the movie 12. Let's see. Wookie says, yeah, new one without the Wayans, I think. Talking about scary movie. And then movie 43 with the ball chin. Yeah, that's what turned me off of that movie.
Hey, ball chin, you don't steal it. That's for Men in Black.
Yikes. Okay, let's see. Number 8, One for the Money, 2012. Well, look who's in it. The girl that just pissed off everybody she worked with her whole career. Katherine Heigl. She portrays let's see. This film attempts to blend comedy and romance, crime elements, results in a disjointed narrative, and fails to engage. Okay. One for the Money. There you go. If you're a closet case Katherine Heigl nut, go check that one out. It's number 8 on the list from 2012. One for the Money. Then we got Texas Rangers. Ooh, what? They made a bad Texas Rangers film? Oh my God. Struggles to bring historically authentic and engaging storytelling to the screen. The film's attempt to depict the formation of the legendary Texas Rangers lacks depth. Oh man. I can't believe this.
Isn't there a show on CW called Rangers? It's like failing spectacularly.
Oh yeah, that's the one that's based on Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got canceled.
I had heard about it, and the article that I heard about it from was saying that it was canceled. So I was like, okay,
yeah, absolutely. And they should have never made it. Walker, Texas Ranger is the part that Chuck Norris made famous on television.
Yeah, you think you could be better than Chuck Norris?
It's got one of the guys from Supernatural in it. Jared Lickey or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Lickey.
Yep. Okay, Texas Rangers on the list. Meet the Spartans. This is another one.
This is so good.
They've got a bunch of these parodies on here, man.
I cracked up during this one.
This is a funny movie, man. I've seen it.
Because I really like 300. So when I saw if you really like a movie and then you see the exact spoof of it, like it makes it a little better.
This is funny. John, have you seen this one?
I don't.
It's funny.
I had the DVD of this one. That's how much I liked it.
Meet the Spartans is pretty decent. Battlefield Earth. Okay, now, yeah.
I actually kind of like this one.
What?
Yeah, there's just something. It's just so horribly bad that it's just so bad that I can't help but enjoy it.
Knock, have you seen this?
I have not. No.
Oh man.
Watch
it and make a judgment for yourself. It's written by the guy that invented Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard.
Of course.
It's his science fiction opus, and John Travolta's character there. His whole race is basically like the Ferengi in Star Trek. They're all about making more money or whatever. I mean, whatever the currency is, the wealth. Your personal wealth. That's all they're worried about. They're business guys, and they enslave the human race. It's you'd have to see it, man. It's I'm not going to say it's the worst movie ever, but for a high budget science fiction movie, it's bad. But if Huey Boll had made this, it might have had a following or something. But this is a high budget stinker, really. But make your own judgment. John likes it, and I can see why he could like parts of it and stuff. I mean, the special effects are good in it. They put a lot of money into it, that's for sure. But it just doesn't hit on all cylinders. Remake of Rollerball. I'm seeing a lot of remakes in here, man, that shouldn't be here. They should have never made Rollerball.
I think I kind of remember this one. Yeah,
the remake to Rollerball. I'm sure. I've never seen it. I didn't see it on purpose because it could never. Yes, here's Janet. Janet's talking about no.
I've seen it.
Exactly. Oh, okay. Is it anywhere near as good as?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was fixing to say Jonathan. That was so awesome, man. That. Have you ever seen Rollerball Knock? Add that to the knock list if you haven't seen it. It's not for people that, you know, if you're big into
I think you're forgetting what the knock list is for.
What is it?
I think you're forgetting what the knock list represents. It's not just random ass movies to add to the list.
This is not a random ass movie. James Caan is fantastic in it. It's just a different.
The original Rollerball is really good.
I'm sorry. You're talking about the original Rollerball.
Yeah, the original Rollerball is a very good film. Yeah,
you need to see that movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think about that. Like, I mean,
it was talking in the early '70s about what corporatism could become.
Yeah.
Okay. In that movie, countries don't exist anymore. It's all corporations. You know what I mean? And
there's a lot of movies like that, but
dystopian and cyberpunkish.
This is one of the first movies like that, bro, and it's from the early '70s. It's really good. Run, that's right. Yep, absolutely. The original Rollerball, but this thing, hell no. Okay, 3, Jack and Jill. Yeah, there's why I don't like that right there. Idiot. Oh God. Yeah.
Fine, I'll do it myself. That's actually what he said, and then he made this movie.
Oh my God! It's just no thanks. Anybody like this flick? I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Okay, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
My brother and family went to go see this film, and it went, "What the?"
Yeah, we're like, what the hell? What the hell?
I know. And they told me about it. And going, "What are you doing?" "Oh, we're gonna go and see Jack and Jill." I said, "Okay, bye." And it's like I came back. What the fuck did we just?
Right in the hell did I just watch? All right, number 2 on this list, Roommate, 2011. Okay, I see 2 girls. What? You've seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like the girl's hot, you know, whatever. I don't care. She's
I
crazy.
got you. It's
I like
the girl
crazy.
factor.
That is an acceptable premise.
I like crazy movies.
It is. The plot centered around a college roommate's unhealthy obsession turning into violence, lacks originality and depth. Okay. Wow.
I don't care.
Well, there you go.
Are we talking about roommates? Or are we talking about Madam Web? I can't remember.
Right.
We watched it for the same reason.
And the last one, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, 2023.
My movie wasn't there. Crap. So this must be too good then. You know. Shit.
It must be.
Let's see. His daughter looked just like him. No.
What? Oh, you know the movie. My movie that's a guilty pleasure movie.
Yeah. Go.
Toby Hooper. Life Force.
Hooper? Life Force. Yeah. That's not a bad movie. That's not a bad movie.
It got panned. Big time.
It might have gotten panned, but I dig it, man. We did that on. Didn't we do that on 70s Rocks Fans show, John?
Yep.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
Oh,
that's a canon film, dude. It's awesome. Yeah.
I know.
Life Force is great. But this one here, we're gonna see more of this too. By the way, guys.
Oh
we're gonna see a lot more of this.
There's a sequel to this.
They've already made a sequel to it, haven't they? Did they put it out yet?
I don't think it's out yet.
I don't think it's out yet, but I knew they were making one. What happened was Winnie the Pooh became open to the free market. What do they call that?
Public domain.
Public domain. And they instantly made a freaking horror movie out of the characters.
Since horror movies are cheap to make.
Yeah, they are. And according to Rotten Tomatoes, that's the 50 worst ever.
Yeah, mine wasn't on there. That's usually on these lists either. 13th Warrior.
Yeah, 13th Warrior is usually on these lists.
And that was my favorite one growing up.
Yeah,
my favorite movies. I love.
I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat, though, so people can look it up themselves.
Wasn't the book The Soul Eaters?
Something like that, yeah. We actually have the.
But look, depending on what your browser is, you're going to have to click on a couple of things to get it to work, because once it gets past that first one, I think I had to use Chrome and try and do it with something else. I can't remember what I did with it. It got into pictures. That's it. It's got a slideshow instead of the back and forth buttons, and that's how you got to do it. So they also have it on. I think it's MSN.com's got it. So okay, boys and girls, that is it for this week's show. Anybody want to push anything before we get out of here? Ruben?
Just so you know, follow me. I've been doing more video. I'm gonna need to do more videos a day because I've been telling you about my progress for my health journey, my basically still trying to get back on life, and I'm basically going to be doing more on Rumble and X. So follow me everywhere here, and then of course Friday night with Janet or Another Planet for the show. Come and see there. I simulcast it, and we come and see that because it's a great show.
It is a great show. I watch it every Friday when I get up to the resident manager's room. I'm hoping you guys are still going. Sometimes you're not, but sometimes you are. So I that's when I can catch it. Thanks a lot for being here, Ruben. You guys definitely hang on one second. Let me go ahead and try and get your Rumble page link real quick.
Let me grab it.
I'm following you, so I should be able to grab it pretty fast.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, go ahead and grab it, because it may take me a second. You may not have one of these buttons here. Let me search it. Ruben.
You do it there.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And there it is. And I will take that and run with it. Copy. Okay. So you guys want to follow Ruben? Go hit him up over here on Rumble and definitely check his stuff out, man. He's got great stuff. And like he said, he simulcasts with Janet from Another Planet, who is in the camp tonight watching the show. Janet says, Friday night shit show. That's every Friday night. Yes, absolutely. Good night. Good night, Janet. It was good to see you. All right. And then Wade's also saying bye. So let me let you guys know what's going on my channel. The host of the show. Let's see. And Janet sends us a heart. Thank you very much, darling. Appreciate you. I'm going to get on that show whenever I have a Friday off. I swear. If it ever happens. I mean, you never know. I might get a Friday off for some reason. Okay. So you guys know you're watching State of the Atmosphere, where we do all the pop culture stuff, movies, shows, games, all that good stuff. And we got the Sweeney spot until she goes away, which I hope is never, because she is my kind of girl. She's having a lot of fun being a young lady, being successful in Hollywood. She doesn't take herself too seriously, and we dig her. So you guys come check out what's going on with her and the rest of Hollywood. Hopefully they'll put the fire out soon. But you can check it out every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, tonight at 10 p.m. Central Time, it's back to Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. And it's my continuing walkthrough of Mass Effect, the first part of the Mass Effect series. So you guys come check that out and watch me screw up a video game while guys troll me. And I have a cocktail or two just to put out the flames at 10 p.m. Central Time tonight. And then at Friday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you can check out Sketching the Privateer. It's the story of America's pirate patriot. Me doing my passion project, trying to create my first comic book. So come check that out every Friday. See all the behind the scenes things as I sketch the privateer at 1 p.m. Central Time. And then go over to Pop Culture Minefield later on that night at 8 p.m. Central Time and check out The Walking Dead, the Telltale series, as Game Night with John comes your way on Pop Culture Minefield. Knock goes over there with him. Jed, when he's got nothing going on, hangs out with him. So you guys go check that out on Pop Culture Minefield at 8 p.m. Central Time on Fridays. And then Sunday, my brother is back from the Bahamas, so the brothers will hack the Matrix this Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Time. This is the show where my brother and I let you know what's going on in the clown show that is 2024 through today's headlines. We tell you what went on in the last week. We go through about 30 articles or so, really fast paced, just bullshitting and having a drink and enjoying each other's company. The Brothers Hack the Matrix every Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Time. And then Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, it's Military Monday over on Pop Culture Minefields channel with Gary and Anima, and they'll be doing the 2019 Midway, not the one from the 70s with Charlton Heston, but the 2019 one with Woody Harrelson and Patrick Wilson in it. So come check that out at 10 a.m. Central Time as we talk military movies on Military Monday on Pop Culture Minefields channel. And then at 3 p.m. Central Time that Monday, it'll be reality-based wrestling Monday Nitrous with our good friend from across the pond, Ryan Rogers Athay. And I believe we're going to be talking about the history of AEW and how it was formed this Monday. I'm looking forward to that. He was thinking about doing it this Monday, but I wasn't going to be able to be there. But I told him, I said, I'd love to do that one because I've schooled a few people about that. It's one of my favorite stories in wrestling the last few years. They're not doing too well right now, but when they started, it was hyped, no doubt. Check it out at 3 p.m. Central Time on Ryan Roger Athay's channel. And then, of course, Monday at 4 p.m. Central Time, it's time for It's Only Talk and Roll with That 70s Rock Fan. Come check it out. I don't know what the show we're doing this. What did he say? I had to leave early Memorial Day.
I'm not 100% sure there's a show this week.
Okay. He may be taking it off, but when he does do the show, it's at 4 p.m. Central Time on Mondays. So check That 70s Rock Fans channel for the time when he's going to do that show again. It's a lot of fun. We get together and talk about music, movies, all kinds of stuff.
I know he's wanting to do some more classic sci-fi because
yeah, he needs to. He does well with that. Yeah.
Yeah, his last one did really well.
And that's his wheelhouse too. He loves that old stuff, dude.
So do I.
Okay. So that brings us right back around to Tuesday evening when I start my week off on my channel with Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. And we're going to be playing some Beyond Two Souls this Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central. So come check that out. If you guys have been watching the channel at all, you know that that's top 5 for me. That's one of my favorite video games ever. So I play that at least once every rotation. Let's check the chat one more time before we get out of here. Let's see. Tim says, nothing much. I see Joe, and he says, Joe, I sent you something on Facebook. You will enjoy it. Okay, cool. Brian taking it off. His show is a family show. Yeah, you just got to worry about the sheep on his show, man. That's all there is to it. He's got too many sheep. But anyway, for myself, Ruben, Christopher Haynes, the Knoxter, and Das Wolfen, I want to thank you guys for being here, each and every one of you. And until next time, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless. That bit with the Jets at the end, I almost fell off my roof filming that. That was when the Blue Angels were practicing for an air show.
Oh, nice.
All right, boys and girls.